Coming up next on TNT, it's a rematch of last year's NBA Finals live from Chicago. Ernie Johnson in Atlanta. The world champion Bulls play host to the team they ousted in 5 games, the Lakers. Both teams lead their divisions a month and a half into the season. In fact, the Bulls have the league's best record at 18-3. Bulls and Lakers next.
The following is a presentation of TNT Sports, where the 1992 Winter Olympic Games begin on February 10th.
Last June, the Chicago Bulls knocked off the team of the 80s, the LA Lakers, and secured their first NBA title. Tonight, the two square off again as the world champs own the NBA's best record, and Jordan rules once again as the league's leading scorer. The LA Lakers, despite seeking a new identity, surprisingly sit atop the Western Conference as James Worthy has taken control of the leadership role. The West Coasters look to avoid a bull thrashing. Next on TNT. This is Bob Neal from Chicago Stadium. And for the first time since last year's NBA Finals, a rematch of the Lakers and the Bulls. The Chicago Bulls merely have the best record in the NBA this year, and the Los Angeles Lakers have the best record in the Western Conference. So we've got the number 1 and 2 teams going at it again here tonight. And the Chicago Bulls are surprising people, even coming off the championship. The Bulls have the best record by far in the NBA. They've won 18 out of their last 19 games. What's the story on their even improved play this year?
Well, Bob, I don't think they're playing quite as well as they played in the playoffs last year, but I think there's a couple things. The championship last year gave this team great confidence. They feel like they can win every ball game. So along with that and the fact that the competitiveness in the Eastern Conference is down a little bit. You see Detroit, you see Indiana, some of the power teams are down. I think Chicago has a great opportunity this year to break the record of the Los Angeles Lakers set back in 71-72. You see they were 69-13. They're on pace now to go 70-12 if they stay healthy this year.
And the Los Angeles Lakers have been a terrific surprise. After the announcement of the retirement of Magic Johnson, who's missed all the Lakers games this year, and most people thought the Lakers would go in the tank in that tough Pacific Division out west. However, after being blown out by Phoenix, the Lakers went on a 9-game winning streak, and they're still playing very well.
Well, they do it with their defense, but you've got to give the Lakers a lot of credit. First of all, Jerry West made a trade to get Sedale Threatt, and that was a godsend with the Magic Johnson situation. Sedale has come in and done a great job at point guard. Worthy is playing heavy minutes, as is Perkins. You've got to give Mike Dunleavy a lot of credit. Last year he takes over for Pat Riley, takes him to the finals. This year they lose Vlade early and Magic, and he's holding the team together. You've got to give him a lot of credit.
Now, last year in the finals, the Lakers couldn't beat the Bulls in the 7-game series. How are they going to beat them tonight? What have they do to win here at Chicago Stadium?
Well, the Lakers are a team that's averaging only about 100 points a game, Bob, so they're not an explosive ball team. They must control tempo. You control tempo 3 ways. You shoot a high percentage. I think they must shoot 50% or better to win the game tonight. They must limit their turnovers. They must get some second shots, keep the score around 100 points, and they've got a chance.
The Lakers and the Bulls coming up in just a moment. Magic Johnson is here, by the way. Will be with the Lakers bench side. He is on the trip with the Los Angeles Lakers. We'll be back to Chicago Stadium for tonight's starting lineups right after this.
All right, Ernie Johnson in our Atlanta studio as we near the tip in Chicago. The Bulls and Lakers, their first meeting since the finals last season. Chicago, of course, laid claim to that title, riding the nightly heroics of Michael Jordan, who has received yet another award. He is Sports Illustrated's Sportsman of the Year. And to mark the occasion, SI has unveiled a special cover for the issue, a hologram, which features a 3-dimensional look at the multi-dimensional Mr. Jordan, who says he was surprised and honored to be chosen.
when you look at all the other basketball players that's been involved, you know, Bill Russell, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, all the way back to Jerry Lucas. I mean, you know, that's heavy-duty company. So it's going to be well received, believe me. And I'm very privileged to be considered and certainly one.
And well-deserved, to say the least. Among the matchups on tonight's 10-game NBA slate, the Jazz and the Hornets in Charlotte. Utah goes into this one without Karl Malone. The mailman is serving his one-game suspension for Saturday night's run-in with Isaiah Thomas. Early first quarter, Zeke takes it to the hole, and Malone is there. The elbow catches Thomas above the left eye. 40 stitches worth. Now, Malone was fined $10,000 and suspended for one game. Detroit's Darrell Walker came off the bench and went after Malone. He drew a $5,000 fine, and a dozen other players were fined $500 each for leaving the bench. Well, those teams will not meet again unless it's in the NBA Finals this season. We check the board now. Utah, without the mailman, still leading Charlotte 21-20 as they go to the second period. New York, you saw them on TNT last week beating New Jersey badly. Tonight, a 1-point lead early in the second. Boston leads Orlando by 4 in the second. Indiana with a 4-point lead at the Omni. And Cleveland leads Miami by 7. They are in the first. Back at the half with updates and highlights, and you'll have a courtside seat as we take a look back at the Lakers-Bulls NBA Finals. But straight again, it is hologram man Michael Jordan and the Bulls hosting the Lakers on TNT.
Chicago Stadium, where the Chicago Bulls and the Los Angeles Lakers are set to do battle tonight. The Chicago Bulls with the best record in the NBA. On the right, Grant, Pippen, King, Paxson, and Jordan. The Lakers, the best record in the West with Perkins, Worthy, Campbell, Scott, and Threatt, and Doug Collins. How about the matchups with these lineups?
Well, Mike Dunleavy is going to go with Perkins against Stacey King to take away the post-up. Eldon Campbell will go against Horace Grant, both quicker, active players. Campbell will help out, try to block shots in the lane on penetration from Pippen and Jordan.
Of course, for the Lakers, Vlade Divac's injured. That's the reason he's not at center. And Cartwright injured for the Chicago Bulls. Mike Dunleavy, second year as the Lakers coach, 73 victories. And what a job he's done. Phil Jackson, third winningest coach after Mata, and my sidekick, Doug Collins, will be the head man for the Bulls tonight. Also with the Los Angeles Lakers on this trip, you see there in the two-tone jacket, is Magic Johnson. He has been attending most of the Lakers games and has been on the sideline since he retired, announcing, of course, testing positive for the HIV virus. He is traveling as part of AIDS awareness program and is also traveling, and as he says, serves as a second two more pair of eyes, another pair of eyes for Mike Dunleavy. I'll get that out. We're about ready to get underway here. This series profile, this is the first time the two teams have met since the finals last year when the Bulls defeated the Lakers 4-1, but they did lose the first game in the finals last year, the Chicago Bulls. The Bulls right now have won 17 out of their last 18 games and are on a streak. And Doug, let me mention the officials. Paul Mahalik, Tommy Nunez, and Tommy Wood will be working tonight's game. Stacey King has stepped in and finally looks to be playing up to the kind of potential that everyone expected him to play to.
Well, Bob, I think one of the keys is he's doing it at center. He's not doing it at power forward. In the absence of Bill Cartwright, Stacey has stepped in and played center. He's more comfortable around the basket. He's scoring. He's shooting a very high percentage. His weight is down. His numbers are up. His confidence is up. We were in here the first game of the season. The fans were still booing him, but his performance over the last 20 games has won the fans back. He's playing very, very well right now in the absence of Bill Cartwright, talking to assistant coach Jimmy Clemens.
Bill Cartwright, starting as a broken hand, started working out with the Bulls in ways that he can work out, obviously having trouble catching and passing, but he's trying to get back into action shortly. And Vlade Divac is, with the Lakers, had back surgery, was due to be out 8 weeks. Hopefully will return to the Lakers late in January. Of course, another standing room only crowd here at Chicago Stadium for the rematch for the first time since last year's NBA Finals. Eldon Campbell jumping it up at center with Scottie Pippen, and we'll get a retoss.
I think the one thing right now, the key for the Lakers, in the last 3 ball games, they've got off to very slow starts. They've dug themselves a hole, had to win the ball game in the second half. They cannot do that on the road tonight against an explosive Chicago Bulls. They must get off to a good start, shoot the ball well early.
Threatt trying to drive past Jordan. That didn't work out. We've got a double dribble and a turnover for the Los Angeles Lakers. And all the teams in the NBA, the Lakers ranking among the best in least turnovers.
Bob, interesting matchup. Michael Jordan playing against Threatt. Michael, the quicker of the two players, but he and John Paxson. Paxson will chase Byron Scott through the screen. So there's the matchup we'll see with Chicago early in the game.
John Paxson gets it from Horace Grant and returns it to him to Michael Jordan. Opening moments from Chicago Stadium. Worthy out on Jordan, down to Grant. Campbell knocks it out of his hands. 5 seconds on the shot clock for the Bulls.
Well, Horace Grant is a candidate for one of the most improved players in the league. He's got big-time numbers, and if it weren't for some of the other players playing so well in the league at the forward position, Horace would have a chance in the All-Star game.
Michael Jordan opens up with an 18-foot jump shot. 2-0 Chicago. League's leading scorer just under 30 points a game.
You see him trying to put a little full-court pressure on Threatt, so Threatt has to use time on the clock rather than he can just push the ball up the floor and get into the set offense quickly.
Byron Scott trying to go harder to the holes this year. Normally a perimeter shooter last year. Loses it off his knee, and that's 2 consecutive turnovers for the Los Angeles Lakers.
When we talked about limiting turnovers, the Lakers have not even got a shot at the basket their first 2 possessions.
Scottie Pippen gets the pick from King. First against Worthy. They get it to Grant on the other side of the block. Grant's jump hook rattles out of there. Worthy with a rebound to 3.
Eldon Campbell will bother Horace Grant inside. He's 6'10", he's a leaper, he's a shot blocker, so Horace is not just going to be able to turn around and take that easy jump shot.
Sam Perkins, all 7 feet of it with the long arms. Turnaround jumper doesn't go.
No double up that time. The first possession, Stacey King played Perkins straight up.
Jordan got Campbell airborne and fed it inside to Horace Grant.
Well, Horace Grant is the second leading field goal percentage shooter in the NBA. That's one of the reasons why he gets a lot of easy baskets.
4-0 Bulls after 2 consecutive Lakers turnovers. Worthy, their leading scorer, goes to the left hand and draws the first Laker blood of the night.
We have to remember now, last year in the finals, James Worthy had a gimpy ankle, played as much as he could early in the series and then had to sit out the last game, so he was not at full strength in the playoffs last year against the Chicago Bulls.
King passes inside to Grant. He's fouled from behind. James Worthy got it.
The Chicago Bulls pass the ball so well, Bob, it's very difficult to trap them or press them because they all see the floor and pass it very well. You see the double up, Stacey King, the rotation by Eldon Campbell, the quick pass, and James Worthy did not get around in front of Horace Grant. Horace Grant again now with an easy opportunity. One of the areas you talk about confidence. Confidence goes to the free throw line. Last year, Horace Grant, a 71% free throw shooter. This year, shooting 84%.
Horace Grant's points up on the year, 50% at the line on that trip. Well, he was with 3 points early.
Excuse me, Bob. He was moving before that shot ever got to the rim, so he was not confident as he let that second free throw go.
5-2 Bulls. 9.5 minutes to go, first quarter. Threatt behind Worthy. Long rebound to Pippen. Wanted to hit Jordan on the break. King down very quickly, too. But there's Grant on the left. 5 points for Horace Grant early.
He's such an underrated player for this team. You know, you talk about Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. Horace Grant makes that a threesome that is, I think, the best threesome in the NBA in terms of total game.
Threatt got the mismatch down to Sam Perkins, who threw the double team. Nice pass inside to Campbell. Eldon Campbell, important for him to play well early for this Lakers team.
He's got to score some points, and he's got to block some shots in there. Be very active. He's the kind of player, when he scores a little bit, the other areas of his game improve.
Off the foot of Campbell. They'll recycle the shot clock. 8:47 to go, first quarter.
Now, this is one of the things Horace Grant gives you. This is your power forward out running on the fast break. He's the 4th man down, runs right up Sam Perkins back for the easy dunk. So you've seen Horace Grant now with two easy baskets and a free throw.
Pippen got the bounce pass right back to himself. He'll pull up the 18-foot jumper. This time, Grant kept it alive, but Byron Scott runs.
Byron Scott has got to look for his shot. They need his offense.
Jump hook from Campbell. Short arms it. Rebound Pippen. Down to Horace Grant again. Horace Grant with 7 early points. 7 of the Bulls' 9. Lakers have scored only 2 baskets thus far with 8 minutes to go, first quarter.
Eldon Campbell must get back in transition. Horace Grant is just outrunning him down the floor.
Threatt from the perimeter. Byron Scott gets the loose ball down there and is fouled. Eldon Campbell still playing on a sore ankle. Mike Dunleavy told me before the game that Eldon Campbell's ankle is not all the way back yet.
Bob, it's very difficult once you sprain an ankle during the course of the season. You want to get back out on the floor. Sometimes you get out too soon and the ankle bothers you for a very long time. Tony Smith still having problems with his ankle.
Timeout, Chicago Bulls. Every home game at Chicago Stadium is like the Academy Awards. Michael Jordan getting another one. Today, Sports Illustrated named Michael Jordan the Sportsman of the Year. The award was presented to Michael just prior to the ball game. Just one more trophy.
Well, well deserved. Michael had such a tremendous year last year, and he carried his team to the championship, and he did it with such great character and leadership, and it's a tremendous honor for one of the all-time great players.
Byron Scott knocks down the free throw. Michael Jordan said it'll be very strange at the beginning of this ball game, playing against the Lakers, coming off, of course, the finals series with the two teams, not seeing number 32 on the floor. Jordan just out of your picture right now, talking to his North Carolina teammate, James Worthy. Of course, Sam Perkins, also a Jordan teammate. So 3 of those Tar Heels playing in this game tonight. 9-6 Bulls. 7:50 to go, first quarter. That foul, by the way, was on John Paxson. Trying to post King down low against Campbell.
Now, Stacey gets it there. He likes the spinning jump shot baseline, or he likes to bring it into the middle.
Bounce pass to Pippen from Stacey King. Beautifully done.
Great pass and then a tremendous finish. Scottie Pippen took the ball with his left hand away from the shot blockers and kissed it off the glass. I think this is very smart. Runs in place for Byron Scott to get him on the board early. When he drifts early in the game, you lose him, and you must get some points out of him if they are to be competitive tonight.
They go with the free throw. That gives 3 points to Byron Scott early on. Michael Jordan drains the jumper from 20.
That's bad news. Michael Jordan has made his 2 jump shots. Now you've got to go out and play him. And now he takes the ball to the basket, so when he's shooting his jump shot, he's indefensible.
Chicago 6 out of 9 from the floor. There's that half-court pressure on Threatt. Gets it across to Campbell to Perkins, but definitely having problems with the pressure. Scott tried from the corner. Rebound Campbell. Flipped away by Michael Jordan. Paxson will spot up from Pippen. Jammed back down by Scottie Pippen.
What a tremendous offensive rebound. Scottie Pippen. He has become so good, Bob. I tell you, a lot of his spectacular play is lost with Michael Jordan, but Scottie Pippen is such a spectacular player.
Perkins from the perimeter, his first basket of the night. Lakers down by 5, 6 minutes to go, first quarter. Jordan off the Pippen screen, loses 3, drains his 3rd jumper in a row. This Bulls team starting off on fire in this game tonight. Their legs are alive, their offense is clicking, and their pressure defense almost forced a turnover on the last possession. Worthy steps away from Pippen and hits the 15-footer.
Well, James Worthy's putting in 41 minutes a night, so we'll have to see tonight as the game goes on, playing against Pippen and the rest of the Chicago forward, whether that's going to take its toll as the game goes on.
He hits Pippen. Tried to thread it inside. Byron Scott comes away with it. Stacey King punches it away from behind. Grant from Jordan and Campbell fouled it.
No foul. Paul Mahalik gets an inadvertent whistle. Bob, he's going to give him the basket. He anticipated the foul, so there will be no foul. Again, Horace Grant on the end of an easy fast break. That's a layup and 2 dunks for Horace Grant. So 9 points already here in the first quarter.
Looked like a foul, nevertheless a 2-pointer. Inadvertent whistle. You rarely hear that one. 5:08 to go in the first quarter. 19-12 Bulls. Scott got away with a push off of Jordan, but Grant came away with a rebound anyway. Scott Williams about to get into the game for Chicago, and A.C. Green for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers actually usually get better when Green enters the game. Pippen. Missing, and rebound. Perkins gets it out to Sedale Threatt. Threatt played for you here at Chicago.
Yes, he did, and so did Rory Sparrow, both of these guards. So
Bounce pass into Campbell, misses the jam, but he'll go to the free throw line.
Scores around the Lake, New Jersey, leading the Knicks at the Garden, 45-42 in the second quarter. Boston by 10 over Orlando.
Orlando really struggling. They've lost 10 of their last 11 games. Utah playing very well on the West.
Without Karl Malone tonight.
I think Tyrone Corbin was an excellent pickup for that team. He's going to give them another tough player along that front line. Eldon Campbell, not a good free throw shooter. He only misses the first and then makes the second for whatever that is, Bob. I've watched about 4 of their games on the satellite dish, and he walks up, misses the first one, makes the second one. As a result, he's about a 59% free throw shooter. Let's see if he follows trend.
There you go. Maybe it's the practice on the first
I don't know.
It's like your first serve, you know. 3 points for Eldon Campbell early in this ball game. It is 19-13, Bulls by 6. They have played virtually flawlessly so far in this first quarter. 4 minutes to go.
Michael is sizing up Scott to go one-on-one.
7 seconds on the shot clock. Pippen flashes into the paint. Somebody popped it out of there. Scotty Williams came away with it. They can't get it.
That's what Eldon Campbell will give you. 2 block shots and deflections on that one play.
Worthy gets inside of Pippen. He has to dish it off. Campbell tries for the jam, and he's fouled by Horace Grant.
The interior passing of the Lakers very good the last 2 possessions. They've gotten Eldon Campbell good looks to go strong to the basket, so he'll be back on the free throw line shooting 2. But the interior defense of the Lakers the last possession was very good. The shot clock was winding down. Eldon Campbell with 2 deflections. They got the loose ball, and that's what they have to do against Chicago, take away those easy scores.
3 team fouls on the Bulls with 3:52 to go in the first quarter, and Campbell hits the first free throw here. A.C. Green checking in for Sam Perkins.
Now this guy has been playing great basketball. A.C. Green, Bobby's become a low post threat. I talked to Mike Dunleavy before the game, and we had the game down in Orlando about 2.5 weeks ago, and he asked A.C. Green to work on his post-up game. He has done it, and let's see if they go to him in the low post here tonight, something they would not have done last year.
Significant thing there. Campbell hit the first and missed the second.
His concentration must waver because he's a better free throw shooter in his delivery than to be 1 out of 2.
Horace Grant with 8 seconds to shoot for the Bulls. And the steal, Sedale Threatt. It's 3-on-2. And the foul will be called on Scottie Pippen. That's 14 fouls on the Bulls.
Well, the Lakers are doing a good job here, Bob, of not allowing Chicago to break this game open. They've got a nice steal here. Sedale going to the basket. Scotty there with a knockaway off Sedale's leg. They're going to call the reach in and 2-shot foul. I did not think he was in the act of shooting. The ball was on the floor, and it's only the 4th team foul, so a break here for the Lakers.
And break back to Chicago as Threatt misses. By the way, just as I looked up as they stop play for the free throw, we see Sam Perkins leaving the arena with the trainer going back to the locker room. So Perkins was substituted for A.C. Green and goes into the training. We'll find out if anything happened to Sam Perkins.
See, the Lakers have already missed 3 free throws in the first quarter. They just cannot do that here in Chicago Stadium.
Almost stolen by Worthy. Pippen kicks it to Paxson. Paxson back to Pippen.
That's a mouthful. Paxson to Pippen, back to Pippen to Paxson.
A proliferation of peas.
Right.
3 Chicago turnovers now. The Lakers with a chance to cut the lead to 2 or better with 3 to go in the first quarter. The Bulls just exploded at the beginning. The Lakers have held in here, and they're going to get a timeout. Los Angeles with 3:02 to go in the first quarter. The Bulls are leading it by 4, 19-15. The Lakers off to a surprising 15-7 start, Doug. And when you look at the Lakers statistics, it's even more surprising.
Well, there are a couple positives. Fewest turnovers, 12.5 is excellent. Points scored, they're down 6 points from last year. Points allowed is excellent, 100 points. But you see the rebound margin. Remember now, they've lost Vlade Divac and Magic Johnson. That was 15 rebounds a game. Close games are 6-0, 3 points or less. what you see here is the 15-7 start. The numbers there, they're only averaging 0.1 more than their opponents because in 3 of their losses, the point differential has been 83 points. So that really skews that number right there because they've been blown out 3 times and won a lot of close games.
And tonight, early in the ball game, 3 second chances for LA. They have 2 points off those second chances and 3 turnovers. Both teams with 8 rebounds. Chicago, 2 second chances, 2 points, and 3 turnovers early on. We'll keep you posted on those numbers. As Doug tells you, they are keys to whether or not the Lakers can beat Chicago here at the stadium. Seven seconds to shoot. Worthy drains the jumper. It's a 2-point game with 2:47 to go in the quarter. Pippen with 10 seconds to shoot for Chicago. Knifes it inside to Scotty Williams.
Scott Williams is a very fine young player. He had nice minutes last year in the playoffs. He was out with shoulder surgery, and he's back now in the absence of Cartwright. He's a very good post-up player. Campbell cannot give him that kind of inside position because he can score in there.
Is this Tar Heel night at Chicago Stadium?
I think so, yes.
Worthy leaning and missing. Rebound, Scott Williams. By the way, good news for the Lakers, and that is that Perkins is back in. He had an equipment adjustment. You can make what you will of that.
2 minutes to play in the first quarter.
With 10 seconds to shoot on the clock, the foul is going to be on AC Green.
Foul 25, AC Green is first. The team's first in the last 2 minutes.
Well, Doug, you're the analyst. You're supposed to explain what the equipment adjustment is. You're going to let that one go.
You said that could be handled by the people listening. So.
Jack Haley replacing Campbell. Haley had been starting for the Lakers until tonight recently.
He was also here in Chicago when I was coaching. You've got Rory Sparrow, Sedale Threatt, and Jack Haley, all former Chicago Bulls.
And we know that they're well trained because they played under you.
Oh, yeah. Well coached, very fundamentally sound players.
Just like how you helped Michael there.
Right.
Turn around and drained his 4th consecutive jump shot. He hasn't missed yet. To shoot for the Los Angeles Lakers. Now 5. AC Green left alone from 21 feet. He's got that shot.
It's a well-executed play. They used the shot clock very nicely. AC spotted up wide open on the baseline.
Paxson drives and dishes to Pippen. And then back to Paxson. Haley with the position gets the rebound off the hand of Scott Williams.
Stacey King back in now. We see the screen roll. You see wide open, too far for Scott Williams to try to cover out there in the corner. AC Green hits the open jump shot. Substitutions now, Stacey King, Scott Williams, and Scottie Pippen along the front line. B.J. Armstrong along with Michael Jordan in the backcourt.
Jordan applying that pressure to Sedale Threatt. Threatt having to fill the shoes of Magic Johnson and doing an admirable job with a little better than 14 points, 7.5 assists a game. 6 seconds to shoot. Byron Scott's leaner won't go. Scott gets the loose ball with a new clock inside. Missed it again.
Trying to get a 2-for-1 here. BJ should look for a quick shot.
Byron Scott knocked off of Jordan with the Scott Williams pick, but Jordan misses his first jumper of the night. Threatt running.
They want to get the last shot here. There's about 4-second differential, but they want to make sure they get the shot up so that the Bulls can't come down and run a set play.
10 seconds on the shot clock. Now the mismatch. Threatt left alone. Passes to Worthy. Pippen way out in front. Armstrong has Jordan on the right. He'll take it himself with 3 seconds to go in the quarter.
Now credit Scottie Pippen with that play, and I tell you why, Bob, because Sedale Threatt had a wide open jump shot, and Pippen flew at him at the last moment. He forced a pass, created a turnover. The Bulls were off and running for the layup for B.J. Armstrong.
And the Bulls hold the Lakers to 19 first quarter points. It's 25-19. 2 of the better defensive teams in the NBA going at it tonight. The Bulls are leading the Lakers by 6, 25-19 after the first 12 minutes of play. Here's this errant pass from Sedale Threatt.
Well, Bob, you go right to this point. It looks like Sedale Threatt is wide open. Now, look, here comes Scottie Pippen at the last moment. Worthy leaves to go to the boards. Passes behind him. B.J. Armstrong with a steal. He drives it up the floor. Now, this is a much-needed basket for B.J. Armstrong. He's 6 out of his last 25 field goals. And being a jump shooter, you'd like to get this kind of easy basket when you're struggling. Let's see if that helps his outside shot.
One way to get that lay-in is to have Pippen on your left and Jordan on your right. It kind of opens the defense a bit.
All you have to do is blink at either one of them, and that's where the defense goes, and you get the easy shot. So that's right.
25-19, the Bulls leading as we begin quarter number 2. 4 LA turnovers in the game so far, 3 for Chicago. Chicago has 6 points off the LA turnovers, however.
Half-court trap here by the Lakers.
Pippen from 21 feet. Rims it. Perkins back in after the equipment adjustment.
Tony Smith into the ball game for Byron Scott. Now, he's had a gimpy ankle, had a severely sprained ankle, still has not gotten back into shape yet.
He was one of the Lakers' best players in training camp. Perkins muscles it inside. Green with a rebound and a stick back, and that's what A.C. Green is bringing to this team.
See if the Lakers go back to their half-court trap in this lineup. They showed it. The first possession down, looks like now they're back into the regular man-to-man. So just doing it to disrupt the timing of the first possession for the Bulls.
Bobby Hansen handling the ball, number 20, down to Stacey King. Haley with a big rebound. Well, he had a couple of great playoff series for the Bulls. Everybody remembers the physical strength he brought to the team.
Well, you know Jack Haley's going to bring whatever he's got every single night. He's going to hustle. He's going to play hard. Sometimes it's not always pretty, as we see Perkins with a nice move, but he's going to give you effort, and that's all you can really ask as a coach.
Bulls by 2. B.J. Armstrong to Pippen. 10 to shoot. Perkins out on Scottie Pippen. Blows right past him. Green's too late for the help.
Sam Perkins funneling the right spot. He wanted to go baseline to get some help, but Scottie got over there before the weak side help, and he was able to convert the layup. But you can see the Lakers pushing baseline, trying to get weak side help, trying to keep everything out in the middle.
Perkins posted, draws the double team. Back to 3, 10 to shoot. Haley will drive to the hoop. Offensive foul as he knocks Scott Williams down, and Rory Sparrow checking into the game for the Lakers for Sedale Threatt.
Now that's the one thing Jack Haley will do. He will get something on his mind, like when I catch the ball, I'm going to go and I'm going to take the ball to the basket and not read the defense. And that time he ran right over the top of Scott Williams. Lakers again into a half-court trap.
10:08 to go in the first half. Pippen with the double team, finding the open B.J. Armstrong. Saved by Hansen.
Now the lineup Chicago has right now, Armstrong and Hansen have been struggling from the field, Bob.
Stacey King down there too low to get anything done. Scott Williams can't do it. An excellent interior defense by the Lakers.
Chicago does not have a good perimeter shooting team on the floor right now.
Haley's turnaround won't fall. B.J. Armstrong skies.
Scottie Pippen out there with the second unit, basically. He's the guy that's the stabilizer with this team.
King got inside of Haley for the reverse. King has his first baskets of the night. 29-23 Bulls, 9:15 to go first half.
Surprised A.C. Green really just got out of his way that time, getting the layup. Normally A.C. will take a hard foul in that situation, make the guy earn 2 free throws.
Probably heard the Karl Malone news.
Yeah, I guess.
Karl Malone suspended for 1 game on the Isaiah Thomas incident. Rory Sparrow opens up from the perimeter for Los Angeles. 4-point Bulls lead. Scott Williams against Perkins. His running jump hook ill-advised, and Haley gets it to Sparrow. And against Williams. Goes to his left hand, as you see him do so often, even though he's spinning to his right.
I think the Bulls' strategy right now in the post play is not to double Sam Perkins early in the ball game, but if he starts hurting them in the second half, I think you're going to see them go back. They did a great job in the playoffs last year of double teaming on the baseline side. It caused them a lot of problems.
Hansen. This is the jumper, rebound Perkins. Lakers getting back in this thing. They can tie it on this possession.
Well, the Lakers bench is outplaying Chicago bench, and right now Scottie Pippen, normally a guy that carries this team with that second unit, but he's not shooting the basketball right now. It's been B.J. Armstrong and Bobby Hansen and King taking all the shots.
5 seconds to shoot. Perkins has it blocked by Scottie Pippen. Scott Williams gets so tied up he has to call a 20-second timeout. Chicago only 2 of 9 this quarter, and the Lakers 4 out of 6.
Bob, as I pointed out before, Bobby Hansen and B.J. Armstrong are struggling shooting the basketball. The last 2 ball games, Hansen shooting like 36%. B.J. Armstrong something like 25%. So when you see that team on the floor right now, you say, if you're the Lakers, let's make these guys shoot outside jump shots. Let's rebound the basketball. No second shots. And let's keep Pippen from dominating with this unit, and that's what the Lakers have done.
The Lakers holding it close, trailing by 2, 29-27. We have 7:44 to go in the first half.
This is the play Stacey King a while ago. Jack Haley goes to the steal, and here comes A.C. Green, and you just sort of see him get out of his way and give Stacey the layup. So,
what a difference a year makes for Stacey King.
Well, he was disenchanted last year. He got heavy. He didn't get many minutes, wasn't playing well, got disappointed, spoke out that he wanted to be traded, all the things that could happen. Then the team won the championship. He decided he better come back and get himself in shape if he wanted to be a part of it.
Well, he did, and now he is a part of it, playing very well, starting at center in place of the injured Bill Cartwright. Hansen down to Stacey King, spins into the lane. His 4th point of this ball game, and that's the kind of play that got him his draft position out of the University of Oklahoma.
If you look at this Laker team right now, Chucky Brown, who was picked up from Cleveland, on the floor is A.C. Green with an offensive foul.
And his 2nd personal.
But you look at the team, Tony Smith, Rory Sparrow, Chucky Brown, Sam Perkins, and A.C. Green. So right now, Mike Dunleavy trying to buy some time for his starters, hoping that they can stay close and get a little rest while the Chicago starters are also resting.
Down by 4 now, our Lakers. There's that interior passing. Horace Grant is really mugged by Perkins. No whistle.
Great hustle by Horace to get that basketball.
Only 6 to shoot. Armstrong steps in. Bulls by 6. Chucky Brown. A.C. Green against Horace Grant. He'll pull up for the jumper.
Well, you can just see the confidence oozing out of A.C. Green. Backed up off the post, squared up, and shot the medium range jump shot.
Scottie Pippen looking for Grant down against A.C. Green now. He's still playing him a bit. They'll reverse it to Hansen. King against Perkins. One-touch pass from Hansen to B.J. Armstrong.
Those layups get jump shooters going, Bob. I'm telling you, I used to be a jump shooter. I love to start a game with a layup because then your first jump shot, you feel much more comfortable because you're on the scoreboard already.
Rory Sparrow using the Perkins pick. Tony Smith dishing it off, almost punched out of there. 5 to shoot for the Lakers. Do they know it? Tony Smith does. Throws up a brick.
Now that shot, I think the shot, Tommy Nunez made a mistake
like
here.
Hit it, yes.
He made a mistake here. That ball hit the backboard and then the clock went off. That should be the Laker basketball.
That's what Mike Dunleavy's saying. It's okay. All right. You're human. I accept your adjustment.
You know what? I give the referees a lot of credit. This is a veteran crew. Paul Mihalik, early, inadvertent whistle. He took it back. And that time, Tommy Nunez, the shot was taken. It hit the backboard. A.C. Green rebounded it. Should have been a new clock, and it wasn't.
Offensive rebounds for the Lakers, but they can't make hay. Hansen left alone, takes it out. An 8-point Bulls lead. Hansen's first 2 of the night, and that's the biggest lead of the ball game.
Now the Bulls bench starting to take control after the Lakers had it early here in the second quarter. Mike Dunleavy's going to be forced to come back with his starters.
Threatt, Worthy, and Scott will be back in the ball game just a moment.
You can see the Lakers really struggle to score in the half-court game. Everything right now is the shot clock going off. They're getting jump shots, no second shots. Pippen
A little bit out of control on that pass. He just was not in the position to hit the layup.
Hey, Bob, if he'd have made that shot, he'd have brought the house down. He was extended with the left hand off the glass on the dead run.
Perkins with the double team. Tried to pass it inside to Smith. That was kicked by the Bulls. They'll reset the 24-second clock, and back into the game come Threatt, Scott, and Worthy. And we've got a Chicago timeout with 4 minutes, 36 seconds to go in the half, and the Bulls up by 8 points. The Bulls have built an 8-point lead with 4:36 to go in the first half of play. I'm going to be following these Los Angeles Lakers into Motown on Friday night in the first of our doubleheader Friday. Los Angeles Lakers and the Detroit Pistons. I talked to Detroit today, by the way, and Isaiah Thomas not coming back real fast from that injury, and he's going to be questionable even on Friday night, by the way. Hubie Brown will join me there. Then game 2, the Trailblazers and the Golden State Warriors. That'll be an excellent matchup. Portland struggling a little bit. Golden State, one of the surprises in this early season. Pete Van Wieren and Goose Gibbons will have that ball game for you. Lakers have the ball, down by 8 with 4.5 minutes to go. Worthy, Green, Campbell, Threatt, and Scott on the floor.
We'll have to watch these matchups now. You've got Will Perdue in the ball game. He's going to be checking Eldon Campbell. Let's see if Campbell can use his quickness to try to get loose from Will around the basket. Maybe get an easy score. Let's see if they go to him.
There they do. And Campbell trying to use his quickness in around the basket. Off the glass over Perdue. 6 points for Eldon Campbell. When you grow up, Doug, I've always said this, you've got to coach. You have a real knack for this. 37-31 Bulls. John Paxson. To Michael Jordan against Scott. Lost the handle. 4 seconds on the shot clock.
You've always got to keep your eye on Michael Jordan anytime the shot clock is in this position. See if Will Perdue tries to come and give him a quick screen. Michael roll out for the quick jump shot.
There's the screen, there's the roll, but Scott was in there to punch it away. Still gets it from the baseline. Michael Jordan. Defense pretty well by the Lakers.
Yes, it was, but Michael's so slippery in there. He's going to find the open area. You just can't keep him from getting the basketball unless you're going to put 2 people on him, and you've got an illegal defense. So
Jordan has 10 early in the ball game. Worthy against Cliff Livingston. Rebound, Sadale 3. Another offensive rebound for the Lakers. They're getting the offensive boards. They're just not sticking them back in there.
8 offensive rebounds, only 4 points, so the conversion rate has been very poor.
Green fades away over Grant.
There's the post-up game we talked about. You know, I don't care what kind of player you are. You go back to work in the summer, and you add something to your game, and you're going to be a better player, and AC Green has done that.
AC has 8 points in this game. Perdue hands it to Paxson. Paxson lost the dribble. Good defense by 3. Here's Campbell. Jordan slaps it away. No foul. 10 seconds on the shot.
That was a Sportsman of the Year block right there. I heard the slap all the way here. Mike Dunleavy just look and say, "You kidding me? Look at this right here." Now Michael gets a little ball, but he also about breaks Eldon Campbell's wrist. But
a lot of arm. Nevertheless, it is Michael.
Got to go back to Eldon Campbell. He scored. Get it back to him again. See if he can do it again against Will Perdue.
Backing in on Perdue over the 7-footer. Campbell scores 2 consecutive possessions down on the low post. He has 8 points. Bulls by 4. Under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Threatt out on Paxson. Jordan spinning and shooting. Scott got a part of that. Livingston gets the loose ball. Scott with a really good play.
And that's what Cliff Livingston does best. Garbage around the basket, second shots, anything loose in the lane, he'll pick it up and be able to finish it around the hoop.
Jordan defending Sadale 3. 10 seconds to shoot for the Lakers. In the paint, Scott. High, wanted to jam, couldn't get it to go. Let's see if he hurt his ankle again.
Eldon Campbell was so high that he misjudged where he was on the floor and just slammed it into the rim. This would have been a spectacular offensive rebound.
He almost went into orbit.
A 3-point shot within 24 seconds will win a long distance gift certificate.
Well, the big one on the right is for the World Championship. The Chicago Bulls, the defending world champions, and clearly the best team in the NBA.
They are. If Horace Grant and Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan stay healthy, this is definitely by far the best team in the NBA. Now, we're going to see Eldon Campbell in the post against Will Perdue. He had scored earlier. They go back to him. Great extension. He goes up and scores again. And again, Bob, in this game, you've got to go back to the matchups that you can score with. Right now, Eldon Campbell against Will Perdue. Now, Stacey King is in the ballgame. Let's see if they go back to him against Stacey.
Off the baseline screen, Worthy with the ball against Cliff Livingston. He takes it with his left hand. Tough shot, but then it's James Worthy. He has 8. Bulls by 4, 2 minutes to go, first half. Thanks to defense, the Lakers holding in here.
Absolutely. You have to like the pace of the game, Bob. It's a score that's under 100 points right now, and the Lakers have a chance to win a game that's under 100 here in Chicago Stadium.
Eldon Campbell's first, team's first.
See, although they have not scored on their offensive rebounds, the second shots keep the Bulls from rebounding and running, something they do so well in their building. So the Lakers are doing a good job offensive rebounding.
King against Campbell. He has 6. Worthy posted against Cliff Livingston. Flashing into the paint is Campbell, but King up in his face. A.C. Green battles for. Bulls ball. Lakers ball.
Eldon Campbell shot that shot too quickly. He had a good position, and he just flipped it at the basket. If he would have concentrated and gone up strong, he could have finished that shot like he did in 2 previous possessions.
3. That's the pick from Green. He misses from the break.
How about John Paxson? Beautiful block out there with a defensive rebound.
43-37 Bulls. 1:18 to go, first half. They clear the side for Jordan. 3 punches it away. Come along to the Bulls with 13 on the shot clock. Coming up at halftime, the Prudential Halftime Report, Ernie Johnson in our studios. Scores and highlights from around the league. Also the sights and sounds of the 1991 NBA Finals. Be sure to stay tuned for the Prudential Halftime Report. Coming up, minute 11 seconds from now. Jordan in the paint, missed that one. Kick back out to Paxson. High over his way. Minute to play.
Lakers want to finish this last minute very strong. They don't want to let the Bulls get them here 6-0 in this period of time. They'd like to be able to keep the score at around 6 points.
Stacey King with the drive, and Campbell blocked it. It'll belong to the Lakers.
Here's what Eldon Campbell gives you, Bob. Again, that's 3 block shots. You take the ball to the basket, you put it right in the guy's face, and Eldon Campbell's going to block it. Great extension here. The Lakers have a chance here. If they execute, they can get 2 shots for 1. If they can score on both possessions, they can go in down 4, maybe even 2 points.
Just under 45 seconds to go in the half. 3.
Finally gets that jumper to fall.
I think Michael and Sedale got something going here tonight. They're doing a lot of talking with each other. They had a lot of time together in practice in Chicago, and I think they're having some fun going at each other tonight.
Threatt went for the steal there. As he wished to Paxson.
From Michael Jordan.
That's John Paxson's first basket of the night. 6-point Bulls lead. 25 seconds remaining in the half. 15 on the shot clock.
Well, Michael's not double teaming here. Lucky's not getting called for an illegal defense. He's sort of floating.
Threatt drives, gets it to Campbell, throws up a prayer. They've only got 5 seconds to shoot. Does Worthy know it? Yes. Worthy over King. I want to see that offensive series diagram. Worthy with 10. Jordan, tongue out. Jumper in the air.
Headed the shot clock.
And Campbell kept it alive and kept it away from the hoop. 45-41, Bulls by 4.
We'll run down all the Tuesday night NBA hoops next on the Prudential Halftime Report. Ernie Johnson in Atlanta. We'll see how the Jazz fare in Charlotte without Karl Malone, who's sitting out his 1-game suspension. We'll see if Larry Bird's ready to go after missing a game with a bad back. The Celtics are in Orlando. And we'll take you courtside for the Bulls-Lakers NBA Finals.
The Prudential Halftime Report is being brought to you by the companies of the Prudential. Come to the Prudential and build your future on the rock.
Halfway home at Chicago Stadium, where they are playing some D tonight, folks. The Bulls lead the Lakers 45-41. Ernie Johnson in Atlanta with the Prudential Halftime Report. Breaking with tradition, a mailman has been kept from his appointed rounds. The mailman in question, Karl Malone, who is not playing tonight in Charlotte as the Jazz meet the Hornets. Malone is sitting out a 1-game suspension for Saturday's elbow that resulted in 40 stitches for Isaiah Thomas. The Charlotte fans welcoming Utah to Hive Drive for the only time this season. John Stockton going to drive and miss it, but look at Blue Edwards there to follow it home, a 2-point Jazz lead. Charlotte responds. Kenny Gaddison driving the lane with authority. Utah comes back. John Stockton, the league leader in assists. There's another one to Corey Crowder in a 2-point Jazz lead at that point. Good ball game going on Hive Drive, 76-71. Utah with the 5-point lead. The Indiana Pacers and the Atlanta Hawks at the Omni. Rick Smith's backdoor. Reggie Miller, 4-point Indiana lead. Hawks come back to Wayne Farrell. From the foul line, just takes it strong. Past Detlef Schrempf, around Rick Smits, and off the glass for 2. Atlanta with a 65-61 lead over the Pacers, who've been playing some pretty good ball lately. Boston Celtics and Orlando Magic. Matty Gukas' Magic, losers of 7 straight, but they get out of the gate in a hurry with an 8-2 lead. That's Terry Catledge on the break from Sam Vincent. Celtics chip away at this thing. McHale to Bird. They do that every night. Bird, 13 in the first half. He missed his last game with a bad back. And here's Ed Pinckney. Pretty savage reverse dunkage right there. 67-52. Boston with the third period lead over the Magic. The Nets and Knicks at Madison Square Garden. Look at this early on. Derek Coleman takes an elbow from Pat Ewing. Left the game for a while, but did return. Terry Mills, 8 points in the first quarter for the Nets. They're up by 1. Pat Riley turns to Patrick Ewing, of course. Gets it up and over Chris Dudley there, and then it's Ewing. Backing in, a fadeaway J. That's sweet. New York, remember last week we showed you them hammering New Jersey here on TNT, but they trail in the third period at home, 60-57. The Cleveland Cavaliers lost for the first time at home over the weekend to Dallas. They're taking it out on Miami tonight, 96-58 in the third period. Elsewhere, it's Houston with a 21-13 lead over Washington, and San Antonio Spurs and Dallas Mavericks. The Spurs 18-12 as the newlywed plays against the Mavericks. I mean, who better at tying the knot than a Navy man like David Robinson? Boom, boom. Monday in San Antonio, he married Valerie Hoggett. So the Admiral commits to a lifetime hitch. And now that I'm out of nautical puns, we will take a break. But when the Prudential Halftime Report continues, sights and sounds of the NBA Finals. A look back at the Bulls and Lakers. It's next.
Don't leave Michael alone here. It's not time yet.
You gotta make a play on the ball. You're getting a fair shake. Just stay in here. You never know.
What time is it?
At the break at Chicago Stadium, Bulls and Lakers, our Tuesday night feature on TNT as the Prudential Halftime Report continues. It was just a shade over 6 months ago that these two teams hooked up in what was billed as the matchup for the ages. Michael and the Bulls, Magic and the Lakers. They were on the court for 4 hours and 5 minutes in that 5-game series. The sights and sounds recaptured here in 3.5 minutes.
We're going to take our friends and fans on a trip into Dreamland. Magic and Michael, stay with us.
It took the Bulls 25 years to get here.
What time is it? We got the lead. They got to score. They can shoot a jump shot.
The Bulls lead it by 2, 91-89. Magic Johnson has it out front. Perkins, 3 over Grant. Good from the right. The Lakers by 1. Sam Perkins, third 3 of the day.
All right, here we go. Plenty of time. Michael, if they all run at you, remember Scotty's right here. Bill's right here. Matt's back to him. 9 seconds. A lot of time.
SB the aspirin bottle. He's open. They lob it over the top to Jordan. Jordan gets it. Changes direction. Pull up jumper left side. Out. Ball knocked loose. Grab by the Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers steal game 1.
No thought of tomorrow. There's no thought. You go down like you live tonight, okay?
Los Angeles Lakers are in the catbird seat.
This is the biggest game of the 25-year NBA history of the Bulls franchise.
Notice the matchup with Pippen on Magic. A little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, able to bump.
The look away to Livingston. Jordan.
When he came down the lane, he just went one way, put it in one hand, loaded about 5 more yards, said, well, I don't know. Then he went off against the glass. No matter if you get beat by 1 or 20, it's still 1-1.
If you're not nervous before a game, something wrong with you.
Lakers down by 1 with the ball. In a D-box. He loses, gets it back. Puts it up and scores! And he's fouled! The Lakers lead with 11 seconds to go.
This game is almost like game 1 right down to the second.
7 seconds to go. He's going to try to take it in line and line. Pull up jumper. He scores! We got overtime. He goes in low to Jordan.
Backdoor cut. Spins. Wheels up the reverse. Shot and rolls it in. The Bulls have stunned the Lakers here in Game 3 in overtime. 104-96.
Supposedly, according to some of the coaches, they were out. They practiced for a solid hour and a half on the floor. We play them, we squeeze them a little bit, make them work extra hard.
All set to go for Game 4 of the finals.
Important sequence for the Lakers. Magic, yes! And it counts!
Quick outlet pass down court. Michael to Pippen, who jams! And the Bulls go up.
They have the birds are giving up, boys. Keep right at it. They're having a hard time building the energy. They don't have it.
Michael Jordan drives Scott, baseline left, hit on Perkins for the dunk and foul. And Game 4 goes to the Bulls, and they can put them away on Wednesday.
That's what we work for all season long, guys.
Take it home, let's do it.
Ready?
Devon's with a bounce pass in Jordan. The steal, tight ropes the sideline, all the way to the hoop for the dunk. Yes, sir.
You're getting a fair shake. Just stay in here. You never know.
Just tighten up a little bit, not. All right? Not too hard. Loosen up.
Jordan and Pippen have played all the way. Scotty to the hoop, in deep, left corner, Paxson. He comes up shooting. Book it. 3, 2. The Bulls have won it, and let the celebrations begin in Chicago.
Michael with the championship hardware. That's an image that will long live in NBA lore. Just ahead, the third quarter from Chicago Stadium, the Bulls and the Lakers. And a reminder that we're back at you Friday night here on TNT with a doubleheader. Lakers and Pistons from the Palace, followed by the Blazers and Warriors from Oakland. Friday night on TNT.
The Chicago Bulls leading the Los Angeles Lakers 45-41 in a defensive ball game here at Chicago Stadium. Very difficult for me to concentrate in the first half. Just to the right of Doug sits two beautiful women, his lovely daughter Kelly and Daryl Hannah. I don't know.
I'll take Kelly.
Yeah, I thought you might do that. However, we talked about the Los Angeles Lakers and what they had to do to stay in the game, but for the most part, they're doing it.
Well, they've done a job of controlling tempo, and they've done it by getting some second shots. They have not shot a great percentage, but they're getting second shots, and they're preventing the Bulls from getting out and running and getting easy baskets. So the game is here for them to win if they continue the pace of the game where it is right now.
So let's take a look at the statistics. You see that the Chicago Bulls shooting 49%, the Lakers only 41%.
Well, you see turnovers. The Lakers had 3 very early in the game, ended up with only 6, which is right on pace for their 12 a game that they have during the season. And we see the offensive rebounds, the Lakers 10, they have 12 second chance points, so 25% of their offense has come from offensive rebounding. This is one of the 3 fast breaks that the Chicago Bulls got in the first half. 6 fast break points. This one to Horace Grant. He also got another one, and B.J. Armstrong got one. So when you play the Bulls and you can count them on one hand, 3 fast breaks, you're doing a good job defensively against them, getting back against their potent transition.
And there's Sam Perkins down low, missing, and the offensive boards we're talking about.
Well, A.C. Green was terrific in the first half. He was 4 for 4. He had 3 offensive rebounds for 8 points and did a terrific job coming off the bench. And you have to feel very good if you're Mike Dunleavy that you've kept Michael Jordan to 10 points, 5 of 9 shooting. He did not shoot any free throws, as we see Daryl Hannah and Kelly Collins.
And wearing her Duke sweatshirt, speaking of the Collins family. Chris headed to Duke after his senior year at Glenbrook North. Kelly can bust a 3 on you, too.
Yes, she can. She sure can.
Michael Jordan and the Bulls and the Lakers back in action. This is kind of L.A. East here tonight. L.A. Midwest, we'll call it. Stacey King. Off the glass, shoots the air ball off of Scottie Pippen. That'll be Lakers ball, trailing by 4, opening the second half, and the first rematch of these two teams since the NBA Finals of 1991.
Bob, as we look through the stat sheet also in the first half, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, neither one shot a free throw in the entire game, so 3 field goals for Pippen, 5 for Jordan, no free throws. The Bulls did not commit a foul in the second quarter, and the Lakers did not shoot a free throw in the second quarter.
Worthy backs in Pippen and hits the turnaround to baseline. It's a 2-point Bulls lead. Jordan left alone for just a moment. He has 12.
Mike Dunleavy will live with him taking that shot, though what he does not want Michael Jordan to do is penetrating, driving the ball to the basket, getting 2-3 guys collapsed on him, now finding an easy manner getting to the free throw line.
Worthy misses the turnaround this time. Wanted to get the foul, didn't. Here comes Michael Jordan and the Bulls. Michael named Sports Illustrated Sportsman of the Year. Got his trophy just before the game here today. Perkins with the long miss and the rebound. Threatt giving it time to set up. They clear the side for him. He gets the pick from Campbell, and he'll launch the jumper.
Threatt has done a very good job with the Lakers playing point guard. I never really felt Sedale was a true point guard because he has a scorer's mentality, but he's doing a good job of picking his spots when he looks for his own offense.
Now he's got the switch. Scott is on Jordan. Pippen against Worthy. 6 seconds to shoot for Pippen. Passes it inside to Grant. Grant scored 9 of the first 19 points of the ball game. Hasn't scored since.
Do you have a sense here, Bob, in this game that Chicago is not crisp? They're not doing anything very crisply. So as a result, the shot clock is winding down. Chicago is a precision team, and they're not getting shots out of the flow of what they want to get done right now. Lakers doing a very good job.
About the first quarter, the Bulls looked that way, but not since then. Scott open. Perkins with a weak side rebound off the glass. Perkins has 8. And this game is tied at 47. First tie since it was 0-0. Jordan missing from the perimeter. Rebound. Eldon Campbell, and the Lakers can take the lead. And due on Worthy's jumper from Sedale Creek.
Now, Phil Jackson is a very interesting coach in a lot of things with his timeouts. He feels his team is a mature team here at home. He's going to let them get themselves back on track. Many coaches would take a quick timeout in this situation. Phil lets the guys grind it out on their own. He's feeling that they can find a way to get a score.
Scottie Pippen has it partially blocked by Campbell. That's 4 blocks for Eldon Campbell in this game. Campbell gets the feed from Threatt. The pass to Worthy. Worthy misses the bunny. Oh, my. Big miss, really. And then Michael Jordan penetrates, draws the foul.
It's the first time Michael's taken the ball to the basket tonight. He shot 11 jump shots in the ball game. It's the first time he really makes the move to get inside to the lane. But as we see a picture of Phil Jackson, their Tex winner, Johnny Bach, Jim Clemens, the Chicago coaches. Phil's philosophy in a lot of ways is the team will find a way to get themselves back on track. Now on the road, you might take a quick timeout. Here at home, he lets them find their own way, and it's been successful for him.
You see, that's only the 11th free throw of this game. No free throws were shot in the second quarter by either team, which is almost unbelievable. 8:46 to go in the third quarter here. Jordan can tie it with this one. But no.
Michael last year was an 85% free throw shooter, under 80% this year at 79, so not shooting him quite as well as he did last year, although the season is still young.
Sedale Creek trapped in the corner. No over and back. It was touched by the Bulls. Worthy long. Rebound. Scott, what a nice putback.
Now what you're seeing, Bob, is the Bulls are trying to create tempo now. They're trying to up their defensive pressure, get quick shots and run. The problem is Byron Scott has 4 offensive rebounds.
Campbell broke up that play. The loose ball went to Stacey King for the lay-in. Lakers by 1. 8:10 to go, third quarter. Standing room only crowd once again at Chicago Stadium, 18,000 plus. Threatt pulls up for the long-range jumper. Rebound Pippen. All the way coast to coast. Bulls regain the lead on that play. Isolate the side for Worthy. Campbell gets downside, gets the pass. Perkins sticks it back in.
So that's what happens when you have the double team. It creates offensive rebound situations because you have to rotate defensively. No one there on the weak side board. Perkins all alone.
The Lakers without Magic Johnson, and yet they have a 1-point lead. Magic Johnson is here and sitting on the bench for Los Angeles. Grant in the paint.
See, Horace has trouble shooting over Eldon Campbell. He's got great extension.
Nice pass from Scott to Threatt. Bulls a little slow getting back. just slow it up for Threatt to make them pay, and it's a 3-point Lakers lead, and that's the first LA fast break I remember.
They're going to be opportunistic. They're not going to get into a running game. If it's there, they'll take it. If not, they'll run half-court offense.
Threatt went for the steal. Michael stepped in front of him. Threatt knocked him down and commits the foul. Here's the fast break.
Sedale Threatt, speed and quickness in the open floor, finishes the break nicely. The Lakers lead 55-52. .646 remaining third quarter. The Lakers lead 55-52. And when Chicago gets in trouble, they turn to their defense. We see a strong trap. Sedale Threatt, the ball is punched loose, but Perkins picks it up. He finds Worthy. This is what the Bulls want, a quick jump shot, but they do not want this. An offensive rebound by Byron Scott and an easy score. The next time down the floor, Perkins follows it with an offensive rebound. So the offensive rebounds paying off here for the Lakers, keeping them a lead in this ball game.
Paxson left open. That's about the same as saying Paxson hits the jumper.
Lakers by 1. 6:30 to go in the third quarter. Ten seconds to shoot for LA. Tenacious Chicago defense.
That's a matchup right there that the Lakers can go to. Stacey King is not a shot blocker. Perkins can shoot the ball over him. Be interesting to see if the Bulls start double teaming that matchup, because Perkins has the best of that individual.
Perkins has 12 in the game. Jordan defended by Scott. That's the pick from King and the switch. Down to Grant. His first basket since the first quarter.
Well, Michael Jordan was great there. He read the defense. There was one man back. His eyes went to Stacey King. The defender went with him. The pass went to Horace Grant. That was beautiful.
Pippen defending Worthy. Doesn't get any help. And Worthy burns it. James has 16. Lakers by 3. Bulls find themselves in a close one here at the stadium. Only lost once here at home this year.
That was the Golden State. Golden State put on a shooting exhibition in here, Bob. I think they had 11 consecutive shots to start the fourth period.
Worthy runs at Paxson and ends up way down court. He just kept on going.
John Paxson has struggled a little bit with his shot here in the early season. He has not been getting a lot of attempts, but he had a sprained ankle. He missed 3 games, and he's working to regain that shooting form that made him one of the top shooters in the NBA last year.
Scott misses from the perimeter over the top. Until then, both teams have hit their last 4 shots. They're shooting it well here in the third quarter. Tonight's Chevrolet scoreboard, Boston in a close one. Utah out in front of Charlotte in the fourth quarter. Atlanta finally out in front of Indiana. They led it early. Cleveland out in front. And Houston over Washington. The lob to Michael Jordan. He's fouled and will go to the line.
Now, that's a good foul, Bob, and I'll tell you why. Because at home, you do not want Michael Jordan to dunk the basketball. You want to keep the crowd out of the ball game. So you take away that high-flying dunk. 2 free throws counts the same, but it's a lot quieter in this building when he shoots free throws than when he's skywalking.
The tickets are always tough in this building, but with the rematch of the Lakers here, as I was in a cab coming to the stadium from Michigan Avenue, there were people out with signs that said, "Need Bulls tickets 20 blocks from here."
Well, everybody loves a winner. You know that.
14 points, 5 assists tonight for Mike. As you look at Mike Dunleavy, who's done such a great job coaching the Los Angeles Lakers, replacing Pat Riley. They said, how will he get this team to play? He got them to play all the way into the finals, and now without Magic, they have the 2nd best record in the NBA. Threatt dishes to Byron Scott, who missed, but there's the offensive rebound by Worthy.
The press was broken. Sedale Threatt split 3 players, and in one dribble, he had numbers. The shot was missed, but again, offensive rebound, Bob, something we continue to talk about, but that is what's keeping the Lakers alive.
Worthy with 18 points. Jordan now defended by A.C. Green and Scott. 7 seconds to shoot. Horace Grant against Perkins. Inside to Pippen, now 3 seconds. We talk about the Los Angeles fast break and Sedale Threatt.
Well, you see him, he split the defenders, and you can see Paxson, Jordan, and Pippen all behind him. That leaves Stacey King alone. Michael's flying in, but there's Worthy cleaning up the miss.
3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. They count wanted it. The Lakers wanted it waved off, but that basket counts.
That was a beautiful shot by Scottie Pippen. Up and under against Perkins, leaning in off the glass.
At the buzzer. Sounded like it was after the buzzer. Worthy from the free throw line. He has 20.
Well, the Lakers are really executing beautifully in the half-court ball game right now. They're hitting their shots. The ones they're not, they're getting and sticking them back in. So right now they're playing a flawless third period. It's still only 1 point in the lead.
I like this group they have on the floor. Michael Jordan in the paint. Doesn't get it to fall. AC Green with the defensive board. Sedale Threatt pushing it. Kicks it to Worthy.
Oh my goodness. What a shot! Oh my goodness, Bob.
He was fouled by Jordan, and a Michael Jordan type bounce for James Worthy.
With the left hand off the glass. Now you describe this, Bob. I'm going to let you be the analyst here. You take over.
Well, this is the James Worthy gravity-defying off the glass, draw the foul, and convert the three-pointer lay-in.
Wow, what a shot. This is the spectacular play of NBA players. They get the foul, but they concentrate and continually try to make the basket. Great play by Worthy.
It had been 2 quarters and 16 seconds since Chicago had even committed a foul. About that. Worthy was grabbed by Scott, stripped from the ball, 5 to shoot for the Bulls. The Lakers giving the Bulls some of their own defense. Pippen with a clutch basket again. That's 2 in a row. He stepped just inside the three-point line.
Scottie Pippen, big shots there. I always felt Scottie was very much a clutch player and a clutch shooter, much better than his field goal percentage would dictate. I always thought he made big shots with high efficiency.
Lakers by 2. What a ball game here in the rematch. Pippen goes for the steal. Worthy scooping and missing this time. Pippen with a board, and Worthy fouls him. Los Angeles gets a timeout. That's 2 personals on James Worthy and 4 team fouls on the Lakers. 2:23 to go in the third quarter.
When the Bulls play great D and win, the fans win too, courtesy of Pizza Hut. Details about scoreboard.
Lakers by 2 points with 2:23 to go in the third quarter.
And thanks to Scottie Pippen, the Bulls are not down further. Here's one creative shot. As the buzzer was going off at the shot clock, Scottie kisses it off the glass. And he's going to come back the next possession and give us a little bit more, this time from the left side. Worthy going left. Pull up by Scottie Pippen. The shot is in. So 4 big points as the shot clock winding down for Scottie Pippen.
Bulls ball, trailing by 2, 2:23 to go, third quarter. Bob Neal, Doug Collins with you from Chicago Stadium. Pippen running at the point at the moment. And Byron Scott with the push on Michael Jordan.
That's why you don't want to get in the penalty against Chicago. Now Michael, every time he touches the ball, is going to think, go to the basket, make something happen, and he's going to get to the free throw line. So for the last, I guess, 2 minutes and 11 seconds here, let's see if the Bulls can capitalize, specifically Michael Jordan, to get to the free throw line against Byron Scott.
Christmas shopping in Chicago, everything you see in all the stores has some connection to Michael Jordan to it. You buy a new tire, it's got Michael's picture on it. And this could be why.
And he's leading for the 6th straight year also. So his scoring percentage, or scoring average, is down under 30, though. For the first time in 6 years, he's been well over 30 points.
6 different books about or connected to the Michael Jordan name in one of the bookstores. 6 separate ones. It's tied at 66. Michael has 17. Sedale Threatt, who played against Michael Jordan in practice here under Coach Doug Collins.
At the mismatch, Campbell against Paxson.
Boy, the Bulls converged on him en masse, and Campbell traveled.
Bob, they ran an excellent set play that time. They got the mismatch. Paxson against Campbell, and the Bulls did a great job recovering before the Lakers could take advantage of it, get the traveling violation. Bulls now a chance to go into the lead.
First turnover this quarter with 1:47 remaining in the third. It's tied at 66. Grant sets the pick for Pippen. 10 seconds to shoot for the Bulls. Pippen with 5. Scottie Pippen on fire, has 14 points, and this has been his quarter. 22nd LA timeout, and James Worthy
holding his right
over
knee.
To the bench.
He's holding his right knee, Bob. I do not know what happened. Maybe action underneath the basket. He might have got kicked. Let's hope it's nothing serious. The Lakers do not need any more adversity. Mike Dunleavy's getting thin on top as it is. You can see he does not need to lose another player.
Let's see if we can see anything here.
Well, Worthy's off the basketball. I don't know if we can see it. Can't really see it from that picture. 42, James Worthy. Let's keep our eye. He's underneath there. He's already holding his knee before the shot even goes up. I think he must have got banged in the post here. I don't even see what I could not even see what happened.
Hopefully a cramp or a bruise. Worthy went to the bench, is not coming back out here.
That's not a good sign, though, when a player hurts a knee or something when there's no contact. It's a little frightening.
Well, we'll get a... There's Gary Vitti, the Lakers trainer. You see the grimace on the face of Worthy, who had 13 third-quarter points. Pippen 8 for Chicago. Perkins in for Worthy now. With a minute 25 to go in the third, and the Bulls have the lead by 2. 10 seconds to shoot for the Lakers. Down inside to Perkins against Scott Williams. He's fouled. Count the basket.
The Lakers have played almost a picture-perfect third quarter, Bob. We've talked about only 1 turnover. They have 4 offensive rebounds that they've converted for 8 points. Their execution in the half-court game is good. They've been shooting a very high percentage in this quarter, but they still aren't able to get any distance between Chicago. Chicago is doing a good job of beating the shot clock 3 or 4 times down the floor, or the Lakers could be up 7-8 points.
Perkins 14 points, 9 rebounds in this ball game. That foul was on Horace Grant, his second. And the Lakers by 1 with a minute to play in the third. Jordan draws the double. Finds Pippen open on the far side. Rebound Byron Scott. 7 rebounds for Byron Scott. He's a stronger player this year.
When he got on a weight program, he's up over 200 pounds, and you can see the strength in his upper body, and his legs are healthy again. He had such bad hamstrings for 2 years that really caused him a lot of problems. Lost a lot of explosive power.
5 to shoot. Big bucket by Perkins over Scott Williams.
I think that the Bulls are going to have to go back and double team him in the fourth quarter. Right now, he's making that shot. They're going to have to disrupt his timing a little bit because he's doing everything right now in a very fluid motion, Bob.
So many Laker players have stepped it up since the loss of Magic Johnson. Balanced basketball team.
That's what you have to do when you lose a great player. Along with Vlade Divac, we haven't even spoken that much about what Vlade does for this team.
Pippen into the paint, and what Pippen does for the Bulls. 9.7 to go in the quarter. 16 for Scottie Pippen. Jordan fouls 3. Had 1 to give.
Chicago personal foul.
That's 2 on Michael.
His second penalty.
Let's look at Perkins in the post right now. You're going to see this is rhythm. A couple bounces, fade away. That's a rhythm shot. You have to disrupt the rhythm shooter, and right now Perkins has that feel.
They did not have 1 to give. That put the Bulls in the penalty, and thus Threatt goes to the free throw line with 2.5 to go in the third.
E.J. Armstrong returns for the Bulls, replacing Scott Williams.
Was that the 5th foul or the second in the last? So second
in the last 2 minutes, exactly.
Michael got confused up on the board, and it's going to cost his team 2 points. He looked up there, thought he had a foul to waste when he didn't.
And Threatt hits them both. Has 9 points. At the buzzer, ending the third quarter, the Lakers lead it by 3, 73 to 70. Well, the Lakers come back to take the lead, trailing by 4 at the half. They lead it by 3 going into the fourth quarter.
Well, Bob, how do you do that? How do you come into Chicago Stadium, keep them to 70 points, and take over in the third quarter? You shoot 14 for 23, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. You only turn it over 1 time. and you get 4 offensive rebounds and convert them all for 8 points, that's why they're in the lead. I think the big concern right now is what is the condition of James Worthy, as he had to leave with a little bit of a knee injury. Will he be able to come back into the ball game?
David Stern, NBA commissioner, in attendance tonight. This is celebrity night at Chicago Stadium. Movie stars, Magic Johnson traveling with the Lakers, David Stern, you, me.
Bob Neal.
Exactly. Exactly. Eldon Campbell.
Well, we talked about tempo of the game and what the Lakers had to do to win the ball game. We said they need to keep the score around 100 points. For the Bulls to get 100, they must get 30 in the 4th quarter. Bulls starting the period now with 4 reserve players and Scottie Pippen on the floor.
And Rory Sparrow with the turnover immediately as he tried to bounce it out to A.C. Green. Hanson's runner won't fall. Scott Williams chases it down. Hanson for 3. Struggling. From the outside, we have a jump ball.
Again, Bobby Hanson shooting 36% over his last 3 ball games. And when he and B.J. Armstrong in the game together, they need to make some shots. The last time these 2 guys were on the floor with this unit, the Lakers went to some half-court trapping. Let's see if they come back with the same strategy.
Worthy back in the ball game. He's in on that jump ball there, so apparently he's all right. Three-point Lakers lead. 11:21 to go in this game. 10 to shoot for Chicago. It's been all Pippen. Not this time. Worthy outreaches Scott Williams. Hits Perkins way out in front of the pack. He misses the lay-in. Green is there, and he draws the foul.
Sam shot an air ball layup. Now, he either got his elbow hit by B.J. Armstrong, or he shot the ball and it rolled right down his arm. That was a funny shot. Now, A.C. Green was the man on the spot there to get the offensive rebound. Again, the offensive rebounds for the Lakers tonight.
Livingston with a foul. By the way, Cleveland with that 148 to 80, it went by so fast you may not have seen it, victory set an NBA record that had previously been held for margin of victory by the 72 LA Lakers with a 63-point win over Golden State.
I wonder if Kevin Lockyer was around for the finish of that game. That might be one you get kicked out of early and go to the locker room and turn it over to your assistants.
Cleveland's been playing well, but Miami's certainly not chopped liver this year, so a surprising 148 to 80 victory. That was at Cleveland. Hanson into the paint. Livingston with the offensive rebound.
Scott Williams and Eldon Campbell going at each other a little bit. The referee's stopping it right now before it goes any further. Remember, that's Clemson versus North Carolina, so these guys have seen each other for a while. I'm sure during their college careers. So there we go. We see Campbell jump into Scott Williams in the little bump there, so those 2 guys taking a little umbrage to a little extra contact.
Campbell flashing into the paint, and he's fouled hard.
Now the Lakers are in a position right now. Michael Jordan is sitting on the bench with the rest of the starters other than Scottie Pippen. The Lakers need to get a little bit of operating room right now, Bob. Going into Chicago Stadium in the last couple minutes of a ball game, to feel comfortable as a coach, you'd like to have a 6 or an 8-point lead. So the Lakers would like to be able to put some distance between themselves right now.
Scott Williams committed the foul on Campbell. Campbell with 8 points in the ball game. He missed the first. Let's see if, as Doug says, he missed the second. And he does. But into the lane too fast. Was that Worthy going after the ball? Yes. So wave off the free throws. Lane violation, James Worthy. He came in from the top of the circle after that rebound.
Well, he did make the second free throw.
He should have known what you knew, and James wouldn't have had to step into the lane too early. Posted up Pippen against Worthy. Double team help got there late.
Oh, Bulls get a break here. Scott Williams knocked that ball out.
Every one of the Lakers exploded over there, including
Scott
Johnson.
Scott Williams knocked that ball out of bounds. That's a break right there for the Bulls. They need to capitalize on this because this is a possession they shouldn't have.
Down by 3. 10 minutes to go in the ball game. Pippen against Worthy. Got Worthy airborne.
Oh,
Campbell blocked into the expensive seats. 5 block shots for Eldon Campbell in this game.
That little lean-in shot that Pippen likes to do, Campbell rejects. Watch this, the pump fake, and here comes Campbell. He reads it beautifully. Sends that one away.
Livingston in the paint on the inbounds play out to Armstrong with 6 on the shot clock. 5, 3 into Williams, punched away. Good defense by the Lakers.
The Lakers have done a great job in their half-court defense tonight. They really have forced a lot of shot clock situations to work against the Bulls.
Big possession for the Lakers here to build on their 3-point lead. 10 to shoot. Perkins against Williams. We have a foul away from the ball. Was it Hansen holding Worthy?
I think that's what it was. And a mismatch there. Worthy feeling the height advantage, tried to punch into the lane, and Bobby Hansen took the quick foul.
The Bulls now with 3 team fouls. The Lakers have committed none.
That's very important in the fourth quarter, Bobby. As you know, as defenses gear up to try to stop people in the fourth period, when you get into fouls and you get a chance to get to the free throw line, it's very tough to stop people without being very aggressive, and then you get fouls.
AC Green with play instructions on the sideline for the Los Angeles Lakers. Best record in the Western Conference. First place in the Pacific Division with a 15-7 record.
Interesting substitution if you see Campbell into the post against Hansen, but Michael Jordan has come in for Pippen. So they're going a 3-guard offense right now with B.J. Armstrong, Jordan, and Bobby Hansen. So a small lineup right now. Chicago really without a center. King and Livingston on the front line.
And the Lakers making him pay. That's 2 in a row on Hansen, and Campbell goes up to his miss and hit free throw rotation here. This time he got it.
Well, this will be hit and miss.
Apparently.
It's the first time miss and hit, and the next time hit and miss.
I got to get that straight.
There we go.
And hit and hit. Now Eldon's finally got the idea. Glad we could work with him here tonight. Lakers by 5, 9:33, and in to go in the game. And that's the biggest lead in the game for Los Angeles. Flip Livingston over Campbell. Campbell got a piece of that, but he's called for the foul.
Boy, that's a tough foul for Campbell to commit, because that was a double pump, bail me out foul. Flip Livingston got in the air, Bobby, had no place to go, and the only thing that saved him is the fact that he can jump, because he can hang in the air until someone fouled him. And Campbell did the job.
That's 2 personals on Eldon Campbell, and the first Lakers team foul.
Flip Livingston shooting only 60% from the free throw line, 18 for 30 as he steps up and makes a big free throw to keep Chicago within 4.
This is the second one. The Lakers unable to really build a significant lead here, though, with Michael Jordan on the bench.
Let's see if the Lakers try to go inside right now with Campbell against Bobby Hansen. He has the mismatch.
And they do. Campbell's jump hook falls, and Campbell has 12 in the game. Got to keep going with that one until the Bulls change up.
Well, they're going to change. Horace Grant's going to come back into the game right now. Phil Jackson realizing he's got to get a bigger lineup on the floor.
It's Michael Jordan on the floor. B.J. Armstrong to Jordan. Defended by Campbell.
Going to come doubling. Oh, Michael got away with a walk there.
Pulls up, shoots an air ball. 6-point Lakers lead, 8:32 to go in this game. Los Angeles playing very well at Chicago Stadium. Hansen over the back to punch it away on the entry pass to Campbell.
Well, and Campbell upset feeling Bobby Hansen had him around the waist.
B.J. Armstrong fouled hard as he took it inside. Ask Isaiah Thomas about that. That's dangerous territory for a little guard. Chicago only 1 of 8 this quarter.
Bob, that was an important possession for the Lakers, and I tell you why. Campbell, if he would have been able to score, if the Lakers would have scored, they would have gone up 8. As it is, the Bulls are coming back. B.J. Armstrong is an excellent free throw shooter. He's going to go to the line, but what this foul does also, too, it allows Phil Jackson to get Horace Grant into the ballgame, so they lose that matchup advantage inside with Campbell going against Bobby Hansen. Horace Grant is now in the game, so that could be a 4-point turnaround.
Armstrong with 6 points in the game. Personal was on Sam Perkins, his second. Sadale Threatt returns. Rory Sparrow goes to the bench for the Lakers.
The Lakers now have all their starters in the game except James Worthy is playing the big guard position. He'll be against Michael Jordan. So they have a very big team, really 4 forwards and a guard. Let's see if they can handle the trapping defense from Chicago, because you know Chicago's going to up the pressure.
Armstrong, lightning quick himself on Sadale Threatt. Lacey Green looking for Worthy, posted against former teammate at North Carolina, Michael Jordan. Another Tar Heel Perkins with the shot. Armstrong running.
You saw the double team, though.
Stripped away by 3. Backcourt foul by the Bulls. Cliff Livingston to stop the break.
So that's the 15th foul. That's where getting in the penalty. Now 7:50 to go. The Lakers will shoot free throws the rest of the way. That's why it's so important to try to not get fouls into the 4th period, because if you have to play tough defense, what was happening there, they took a foul to prevent the breakaway layup, but they're over the penalty, so Sedale shoots 2.
And the Lakers have committed only 2 team fouls. Paxson and Pippen back into the ball game. Livingston will sit down, and so will B.J. Armstrong.
Bob, what you saw the last possession for Chicago was the ball went in the post to Worthy. Michael Jordan against him. The Bulls came over big to double team. Worthy had spotted up Perkins for a 3-point shot. He missed it, but you can see the interior defense Chicago becoming more aggressive.
And the Lakers' biggest lead of the game, 7 with 7:44 to go. Paxson back into Horace Grant over Campbell. He got a piece of it. Lakers defense has been just spectacular tonight. Worthy hits the jumper. James Worthy has been the offensive show, has 25. Chicago gets a timeout, now down by 9 with 7 minutes, 21 seconds to go in this game. Our Dutch boy in the paint tonight, Doug, tells the story that you mentioned at the beginning of the ball game about the importance of the offensive rebounds and the second chance points.
Well, if you're not going to shoot 50% against Chicago here in the stadium, what you've got to do is you've got to get some second shots. And the Lakers have 15 offensive rebounds that have led to 22 points. So what that tells you is they've converted 11 baskets or gotten to the free throw line to get 22 points. Now Chicago now is going to have to push the ball, try to get some easy baskets. Their half-court offense has been stymied right now.
Michael Jordan kicks it to Paxson. That's a 2. John stepped on the line. Lakers by 7. Paxson has 8 points. They've got the crowd back into it. Reed down to Perkins against King. They isolate for Sam Perkins.
No double team.
Gets the roll, Sam Perkins.
I'm a little surprised that Chicago's not going back to double Perkins, because he's got the size over Stacey King right now, doing a good job in the post.
Now Jordan wanting to go to work against A.C. Green. They clear the side for Michael. Pull up over A.C., not this time. Campbell kept it alive. Threatt has him running. Lakers looking very well coached, very poised, and they're getting contributions from a lot of different players. Up by 9. Perkins again, no double team. 7 to go. Perkins misses this time. There's another offensive board and the foul.
Well, A.C. Green got away with that one because he did a job on Horace Grant. Horace had inside position, and A.C. just muscled him out of there. He's going to go to the line. Let's take a look at it, Bob, and see if you can see what I saw in that possession. Here's Perkins coming to the middle. Look at Horace Grant in your picture and see the little push right there. Horace is now into the basket, and A.C. Green has the ball.
3 on Horace Grant, and A.C. Green goes to the free throw line with 6 minutes and 7 seconds to go. It's a double-digit Laker lead.
Well, what Chicago has done the last 2 offensive possessions, as we look at the Laker bench, Magic Johnson with those pensive eyes of his, but what they have done is they've opened the floor, gone 3 out, 2 in, and spread the floor.
Worthy with a foul in the backcourt.
And looking for penetration from Pippen or Jordan. Now, this is a bad foul because the ball was not in bounds yet. So Michael Jordan will shoot 2 free throws with no time elapsing on the clock. And what it'll also do is it'll allow Chicago to set their press with no timing going on.
Hard to figure that one on Worthy, who's chatting with Mike Dunleavy about it right now. Worthy has taken over very much of the leadership of this Laker team, though, since the retirement of Magic Johnson.
Well, I think that comes with the fact that he's probably the most respected player on that team other than Magic Johnson. And those other guys are going to listen to him because he's played so well and been such a key contributor to that team. So he's going to be a little more vocal because he's the guy that has the numbers to back up what he has to say.
You're right. That was a big mistake by Worthy. 19 points for Michael Jordan. setting up the offense. They're going to keep going to this matchup now. Pippen is on Perkins. Back down to him again. Still has the size advantage. The pass to Campbell. Jump hook. No. Pippen on the run. Michael for three. Campbell rebound. 7 boards to go with 5 block shots for Eldon Campbell in this game. Make it 6 block shots.
Scottie Pippen now stays with Perkins. They're going to go to Worthy. Let's see if the double team comes or if Worthy can back Michael Jordan down and get the shot.
8 on the shot clock.
Paxson helps out and frees up Threatt.
Rebound Grant. Paxson spots up for the jumper. A rare miss from that range for John Paxson to Pippen. He's going to drive on Campbell. Fouled underneath. The Bulls making a run, but they're down by 9 with 5 minutes to go.
This is where the Lakers really have to maintain your composure. Bob, I said a while ago that when you're in Chicago Stadium, you get into the last 2 minutes of a ball game, you'd like to have a 6 or an 8-point lead because this crowd becomes very, very intense. Chicago feels they can come back from deficits. There's still plenty of time. The Lakers must rebound the ball and be able to execute in their half court.
E.C. Green picked up his 3rd foul. Chicago only 2 of 13 shooting this quarter.
Well, they have no easy baskets. Everything has been earned. There's no runouts, no layups, so everything has been a struggle to get a score in the half-court game tonight.
Pippen only gets 1 of the free throws. Here's that full-court pressure. Paxson bring a blow by him.
It's a big possession right here. They'd like to get it back to double digits. You're now under 5 minutes.
They've changed the foul, by the way, on the other possession. It was A.C. Green's foul.
Michael Jordan missed the dunk. Do you believe it? He took off too far out. Michael took too far off out on the floor and missed it. So they'll better get it across. Almost a violation. What a big play. That might be the play right there that we remember if the Lakers are able to win this game.
It's got to go on the highlight reel. Jordan missing a dunk at the stadium. Just unbelievable.
Boy, the Lakers have now gone cold. Scottie Pippen got hurt. He banged knees with Sedale Threatt. Sedale Threatt is down.
And Paxson just got up. Let's hope Threatt is okay. Let's hope that's a bruise injury. Gary Beatty out quickly to look at Sedale Threatt, the man who's replaced Magic Johnson as the point guard.
Now, Sedale Threatt comes up in front of Pippen. Bob, he's going to take the ball behind his back. Watch Scottie Pippen, and here comes Sedale Threatt. Boom, they bang knees. And both guys go down. Let's hope neither one of those players is seriously injured. Boy, that was a nasty, nasty collision. Scottie Pippen, I don't like the way his knee went back when his leg hit.
87-79 Lakers, 4:06 to go in the game. Both of the players are back out on the floor, and that was a close call.
Bob, you're going to take a look here. Watch Scottie Pippen's right knee go back. Watch it when it hits. His foot is planted. Boy, he is lucky he does not have a serious injury. That is very fortunate, I tell you. And so is Sedale Threatt, that he's okay.
Both players back on the floor. 87-79 Lakers, 4 minutes to go in this ball game. Jordan with the steal, but he steps out of bounds. Lakers ball.
Well, A.C. Green's got to be very careful. Right now, if you're the Lakers, you don't want to turn the ball over and give the Bulls any easy baskets. You want to come down and at least get a shot and give yourself a chance to score, Bob, as we see what Michael has done since he hit his first 4 shots.
First rematch of these two teams since the 1991 NBA Finals. Lakers won the first game, and then the Bulls the rest to win the championship 4 games to 1. Lakers, without Magic Johnson, although he's in attendance tonight, are leading 87-79.
They've put 18 on the shot clock, so the Lakers only have 4 seconds to get the ball across half court. They must get it across in 4. Excuse me, they've got it down to 14 now.
Well, they're discussing whether or not that's true, whether or not it was Jordan who lost the ball out of bounds.
Bob, what the question is, did Michael Jordan ever have possession of the ball? If he did, it's change of possession. There should be a new 24. If not, The clock is at 16. That means the Lakers must try to throw the ball into the front court. They've got to get it across now in 2 seconds.
Yeah, now they change it to 16 seconds. Worthy rifles it into Surveill's three.
Travel is the play. Paxson has planted himself right in front of Surveill's three. That's the 12th Laker turnover.
That's how important that shot clock was right there, because without the shot clock, they can use 10 seconds in the backcourt.
Under 4 minutes to go. Jordan misses again. Campbell lost it out of bounds. Bulls ball. If there is such a thing, Michael Jordan is struggling here in the second half. He is 2 for 13 on the floor. But we'll learn in that verdict after this trial is over.
Yeah, there's still 3:40, but he is, Bobby. He's struggling because he's not getting easy baskets. They're making him work so hard for everything.
Jordan for 3. 2 for 16 this quarter now. The foul against the Bulls, John Paxson.
It's getting ugly in here, Bob. Paxson over the back of 3. Sedale will go to the line for 2.
And the Bluebirds out at Chicago Stadium, and they're right here. It's like a big clock, I'll tell you. Threatt 5 of 6 from the line, 8 assists tonight. If he hits this one, it'll be a 10-point lead for the Lakers with 3:36 to go. And Jordan struggling. Bulls are now 2 for 16 from the floor this quarter. Paxson open. King with a rebound.
Time starting to become a factor now.
Pippen on the drive. Campbell couldn't get to it, but he caused him to miss the shot. It's Bulls ball with 3:10 to go in the game.
Eldon Campbell has done a good job defensively in the lane. We talked about his shot blocking ability. He's made a lot of guys change shots as they go to the basket. 2 for 18 for Chicago here in the fourth quarter.
My computer, like mine, tells me that's 11%.
Yeah, thanks, Swanee, our stat man. I saw that little note he gave you. Can't fool me, Bob.
I thought that was my computer like mine. 89-79 Lakers. 3:10 remaining in this game.
Ernie Johnson in our Atlanta studio. Let's hit the scoreboard for the finals on this Tuesday night. Largest margin of victory in NBA history, 68 points. Cleveland beat Miami. Utah winner by 20 over Charlotte. New York came back to beat New Jersey 102-94. Boston a winner at Orlando. It's 8 straight losses for the Magic. Atlanta by 4 over Indiana, 117-113. And in our game, it's the Lakers by 10 as we go back to Chicago Stadium.
3:10 to go in the ball game. It is Bulls ball with a new shot clock. Trailing by 10. Jordan inside. Campbell got a piece of that again.
And Michael's sensational leaping ability enabled him to hang in the air long enough for Campbell to finally get a piece of his arm. Bulls did a good job that time out of the timeout, getting something quickly going to the basket.
That's the 4th foul on Eldon Campbell.
The one thing that you're concerned about right now is every time Chicago shoots a free throw, it enables them to set up their full court pressure defense. The Lakers must continue to handle this. The last 3 minutes is what they're going to see.
8-point Lakers lead.
Sedale must stay out of the corners. That's exactly where they want to funnel him. That's a good job keeping his head up and not dribbling into a double-team trap.
Now they start their offense with only 12 seconds on the shot clock. Looking down low for Perkins against Key. Here comes the double team.
Got to shoot it.
Campbell blocked by Jordan. Hits Paxson from long range. AC Green with the defensive board, and John Paxson is struggling. Those were virtually automatic during the finals last year.
See, Siddell's doing a good job here, Bob. As you see him staying out of the double team. He did dribble into the corner that time because he had to get the ball across the line. But the one thing that the Lakers are doing, everything is from the perimeter. Michael's not getting inside. Pippen is not getting inside. They're forcing jump shots, and they're doing a good job keeping them from getting offensive rebounds.
Lakers by 8 with 2:20 remaining. Both Paxson and Jordan having trouble shooting. Paxson 4 of 9, Jordan 6 of 18, 2 of his last 14. And to go along with that, LA is out rebounding Chicago.
Well, what has happened is Chicago, with their poor outside shooting, has allowed the Lakers to collapse in defensively to take away the long open court drives. Horace Grant got off to a big start, 9 of the first 19 points, Bob. He has only 2 since that point in time. I thought it was interesting. The last possession, as you pointed out, Chicago went back and finally double-teamed Perkins. They forced the pass and the blocked shot. 12 seconds on the shot clock. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the game. Lakers up 8. There's still plenty of time for Chicago to come back and win this game. And this game is not out of reach. The Lakers are going to have to execute.
Oh, you have that very right with 2:20 to go here. 10 to shoot now.
Interesting, going to AC Green in the post-up.
Over Grant with the jumper.
There's confidence for your coach right there. He's repaying all the work in the summer that you've gone in to work on your post-game. That was tremendous confidence from Mike Dunleavy.
Jordan passed Worthy off the glass. Can't buy it. Jordan is now 2 of his last 15 shot attempts. Chicago only 11 points this quarter, only 2 field goals. On the left, the shot clock. On the right, the game clock. 10-point Lakers lead. Some of the Bulls fans are leaving Chicago Stadium. That's amazing. Bulls
got to shoot a 3 here.
Pippen stuck back in by Horace Grant.
Lakers,
27 to go.
Bob, the Lakers still cannot get careless. I know you think there's not much time, but there still is. If you turn the ball over, ooh.
Jordan running into Eldon Campbell. Nice ball handling by my sidekick, Doug Collins, who one-handed that.
The legs have gone.
Why didn't you shoot?
The legs have gone. The hands still work.
You thought about shooting. Don't tell me you didn't. He looked down toward the Chicago end.
A little out of my range.
That's the first time ever. Lakers 91-83 with 1:18 to go and the foul on the Bulls.
So you got to keep the ball out of Eldon Campbell's hands right now. He's a very poor free throw shooter. You do not want him going to the line. If anybody, you want to get the ball in the hands of Threatt, Worthy, AC Green, but keep the ball away from Campbell so the Bulls can't run and foul him quickly.
Well, the Los Angeles Lakers, with the best record in the West, come into Chicago Stadium. The Bulls have won 17 of their last 18 games coming into this and lost only once here at home all year. And now the Lakers on the verge of stealing one at the stadium.
B.J. Armstrong returns for the Bulls, replacing Scott Williams.
Talk about the Lakers. They really have been road warriors.
They are on a stretch right now where after tonight's game, they're going to go to Minnesota and play Thursday. They play in Detroit on Friday. 11 of their last 14 games have been on the road. They were on a 7-game trip. They went home, played 1 at home, back on the road, at home, and now back out for 3. So 11 of 14. For them to come in here and get this win would be a tremendous accomplishment.
Big game by Threatt in a lot of areas, but he also has hit his last 9 free throws in a row. They allow Pippen an open shot at the basket. Lakers by 8 with 1:10 to go. Threatt gets it across the line. Doing some good ball handling here. Nice poised pass.
See, Byron Scott's in the game for Eldon Campbell right now. They've got him out of the game, so if they can't foul him, good substitution by Mike Dunleavy. So now Byron Scott,
one of the better free throw shooters in the game.
Yeah, Byron on the season, Bob, in fact, is shooting 90%.
That's one of the better. Byron Scott taking it to the hoop a little more this year, trying to step up his game some. As Doug told you earlier, is a stronger player and has always been good at the line. He has 6.7 rebounds, 3 assists.
You know, you look at the Chicago bench right now and you see the coaching staff. I'm not so sure that this loss is that upsetting to them. Now, I want to preface that by saying the team has been winning, but they have not been playing that great, Bob. They've been playing in spurts. And tonight they tried to turn it on, and it wasn't quite there. And sometimes you can't reach a team when things are going so well, because a lot of the things are glossed over because you're winning.
Lakers back by 10. Pippen misses the three. Threatt with a rebound. L.A. 13 of 14 from the free throw line this quarter, and they'll go there again.
I hope that made sense.
Yes, it did. It made sense to me. I understand a lot of things you say that other people don't. So
this might be one of the keys. It was an 8-point lead. Bulls were working to get back into the ball game. Now you say sure two by Michael Jordan. Breakaway. He takes off a little bit too far out and misses the dunk. The Lakers go down and go back up 10. So instead of making it a 6-point game, it goes to 10. And I'm sure Michael will. Doesn't he have a commercial where he has a nightmare where he wakes up in the middle of the night? He's gonna have to go down and have some cereal tonight if he sees that one.
Bumper stickers are going to be "I was there when Michael missed." Under a minute to go, and the Lakers have salted this one away. The Lakers are going to get a big road win. This will be the Bulls' second loss at Chicago Stadium, and the Lakers will go on in to play Detroit. We're going to follow the Lakers on TNT right in to play the Pistons on Friday night. This Lakers team has played just unbelievable basketball since the loss of Magic Johnson when he retired earlier this year. People thought the Lakers would go right in the tank, but not so.
Let's talk about this Lakers victory if they hold on. We talked about keys, controlling tempo, and how do you do that? Shoot a good percentage, get some offensive rebounds, and limit your turnovers. The Lakers have done all three of those things. We also said keep the score at around 100. Well, they have 96. The Bulls have 85. So if you can draw it up on the game plan, the Lakers are 13-0 when holding opponents under 100 points. And tonight it looks like they're going to be able to go ahead and win this game and hold the Bulls under 100.
Bulls only 15 points this quarter, 85 for the game. We're going to see these Lakers Friday night against the Detroit Pistons. Hubie Brown will join me in Detroit for that ball game. That's the first of a doubleheader. The second game, Portland Trailblazers at Golden State. Pete Van Wieren and Goose Givens will have it for you. I said the Bulls have 15 points in this quarter. This will probably be the Bulls' lowest point total of the year.
Well, they've only been under 100 one time this season, so you know this is number 2, and in that game they won the basketball game. So
you see the empty seats. A lot of people are filing out of Chicago Stadium. They can't believe it. They see the Bulls lose to the Lakers.
We got a young man here helping clean up here. We're going to have to give him some money.
He's doing a nice job too. And the Chicago Bulls not only lose this game here at home, but the Lakers get another road win. They move into Detroit against a struggling Detroit Pistons team.
Well, if you're the Lakers right now, you want to get greedy. Bob, you want to say, wait a second, we got the Bulls. Let's go get Minnesota Thursday night, and let's see if we can get real greedy and get Detroit on Friday. Let's get 3 wins and go home. That would be an unbelievable trip.
The way Minnesota's been playing, Lakers will be favored, probably will win at that ball game, and Pistons have lost a lot of games in the Palace this year. Jordan 0 for his last 9 shots.
Bob, can you imagine if this Laker team had Vlade Divac and Magic Johnson?
Last 10 misses for Jordan. It's amazing how many players have stepped up to fill in for the retirement of Magic Johnson, who's traveling with the team. You saw him on the sidelines here tonight. Sedale Threatt has played a whale of a game. Once again, a lot of minutes. He's played good defensively. He's been in Jordan's face a lot, as has Byron Scott when he played Jordan. James Worthy has even played Michael Jordan some tonight. And this has definitely been one of the inferior performances by Michael Jordan.
Yes, I think it's fair to say this is one of the poor games I've ever seen Michael play. I mean, the shot was not there. He missed some shots he normally makes, but you find out in the course of time, you're going to have some of these games. We're just so used to being spoiled by Michael because normally they don't happen to him.
See a lot of players coming in and out of the ball game now as both coaches clear their benches.
Craig Hodges into the game. First game he's been back. He injured a knee the second game of the season, so back in, you know, he's a 3-point shooting threat.
B.J. Armstrong drives to the hoop. 30 seconds remaining in the game. Byron Scott is fouled by B.J. Armstrong, and he will go over the line.
This is the time when you're a player, you say, well, I've only got 8 points. My average is 12. Foul me a couple more times. I'll get my free throws, and I'll have my average.
Phil Jackson, who is as you pointed out, Doug, obviously every coach is disappointed when they lose the game, but perhaps the Bulls can refocus after a loss like this.
You know, you get on a roll, and I know this sounds crazy, but what happens is you go out and you win by playing in spurts. And I think the Bulls would be the first to admit that in the stretch of games since they've come back from the West Coast that they have played in spurts. They've won some games by going out on the road and maybe playing 8-10 good minutes of good, strong basketball. They've played some inferior teams. They've gone to Washington and won. They've gone out on the road to a couple other places, and they've beaten inferior teams, and the Lakers would not let them play in spurts tonight and win.
Armstrong putting some points up on the board for himself, but it's too little too late. 11 for BJ. 18 seconds remaining in the ball game. So the Los Angeles Lakers, this gives us an opportunity to talk about something we haven't had an opportunity to speak of this evening, and that is the Lakers signing Sherman Douglas to the free agent offer sheet. Miami with the 15 days to match. What do you think of that whole situation?
Well, the way the Lakers have structured that contract, it's going to be very interesting because they have a two-year no trade in there, and also they've given him the opportunity to be an unrestricted free agent after 2 years. So if someone is willing to sign that and match, if Miami matches that, then after 2 years, he's an unrestricted free agent and then can be out to the open market and bid on by all teams. Now, I don't know what the rule is, Bob, but I don't know if the Lakers, if Miami matches, I don't know whether collective bargaining allows the Lakers to then trade for him. I don't know whether he can go back to them or not.
Greg Hodges off the injured list, misses the three.
I tried to find that out today, and I could not get an answer, but that would be interesting. If Miami signs him and he can't go to the Lakers, then he has a no-trade clause which says that he has to agree to wherever they want to send him.
Well, the final here at Chicago Stadium. Lakers 102. The Bulls a season low 89. And that Laker defense that we talked about has been really strong here tonight. Magic Johnson on the road trip with the Los Angeles Lakers saying hello to and goodbye to the Chicago Bulls. Talking to Michael Jordan. Michael said when this happened tonight, when this rematch of the finals happened, the toughest thing for him would be to play in the ball game without number 32 Magic Johnson on the floor. And we're going to our studios in Atlanta.
All right, thank you, Bob and Doug. For only the second time this year, the Bulls lose at home. The Lakers do the dirty work tonight on TNT. 10 games on the slate. And, folks, sometimes it's a blessing when a game is not televised. Such was the case as Miami met Cleveland tonight. Game was not on television, and folks in Miami are thankful because the Heat got whacked by 68 points, which is an NBA record for margin of victory, 148-80. At one point, the Heat trailed by 73 in this thing. You take a look at the score by quarters, and look what happened in the fourth period. 42-13, only 27 points in the second half for the Heat. That breaks the previous record of 63 points when the Lakers beat the Warriors back in 72. Thank goodness that one wasn't on TV. The FCC would have stepped in. Elsewhere tonight, the Utah Jazz and the Charlotte Hornets. Alan Bristow's guys entertaining Utah without the mailman, Karl Malone. That's David Benoit on the feed from John Stockton, a 2-point lead. Muggsy Bogues, nice look to Kenny Gaddison. But the man for Utah, with Malone out of there, was Mike Brown. Career high, 24 points. Somehow gets that one to go. They're up by 15 at that point. Utah goes on to win it by 20 on high drive, 122-102. New Jersey Nets and New York Knicks. Knicks have beaten them handily twice this season. Nets on the go. Drazen Petrovic has it blocked, but there's Chris Morris to jam it home in a 3-point lead. Now look at the long baseball pass by Ewing to Gerald Wilkins, but Chris Morris hustling back on defense, swats that thing out of there. Nets hanging with them. But the Knicks have a 10-2 run in the third period. Nobody's going to block that Gerald Wilkins effort. They're up by 1. And in the fourth period, a 19-0 New York run. John Starks cans the three-pointer, and New York makes it 3 straight over New Jersey this year, 102-94. The Nets were scoreless for 7:38 of the fourth period. Boston Celtics and the Orlando Magic. Hey, the new phone books are here. The new phone books are here. That guy is a trip, isn't he? Look at Boston. Moving it inside to Kevin Gamble. They're up by 16 in this thing. The Magic rallies. Jerry Reynolds, who had 30 the other night, makes it an 88-88 game as the Magic comes back. But Larry Bird to Reggie Lewis, who had 7 straight points down the stretch. And Boston pulls away to win this one 105-98 at the O Arena. The Magic 0 for December. The Indiana Pacers and the Atlanta Hawks going at it at the Omni tonight. Hawks trying to snap a 2-game losing streak. Ramil Robbins with the dish to Dominique. He's outnumbered, but it doesn't matter. He uses the glass. Now watch the glass creation here by Reggie Miller. Yeah, right, just like they draw it up. Atlanta comes back inside. They're really battling on the offensive boards. Kevin Willis had 18 boards on the night. Dwayne Farrell is going to chase down this rebound and then take it up strong as the Hawks up by 1 at that point, make the lead 3 late in the game, 116-113. They win it 117-113. The Pacers have their winning streak snapped. San Antonio Spurs and Dallas Mavericks at Reunion Arena. There's a switch. Santa on somebody else's lap. Here comes the newlywed. David Robinson throws it down off the inbounds play. Now watch Herb Williams with the nice look here. He's pressured out here at the top of the key. Looking. There's Rolando Blackman sneaking in through the back door, and he lays it in. But again, San Antonio goes back to the Admiral. Got married yesterday, by the way, and he works it inside here. Got a little spring in his step, huh? Double clutch. Jams it down. 72-70, though, the count, as Dallas has the lead over San Antonio as they play in the 4th at Reunion. Elsewhere, the Washington Bullets, another team 0 for December, leading Houston on the road, 79-74. Just underway, the Clippers, who have won 8 in a row, trailing early against Seattle in the first period at the Coliseum. And just about to start, the Minnesota Timberwolves, who have lost 8 in a row and haven't won this month, taking on the Golden State Warriors. Remember, Friday night here on TNT, we bring you a doubleheader. The Lakers again, taking on the Detroit Pistons at the Palace of Auburn Hills, followed by the Blazers and the Warriors from the Oakland Coliseum Arena. Here on TNT tonight, the Lakers, winners 102-89 over the Bulls at Chicago Stadium. Coming up, the Bud player of the game as we send it back to Chicago. We'll see you.
Tonight's game has been brought to you by Budweiser, the king of beers, to remind you friends know when to say when. And by Lexus Luxury Automobiles, the result of a relentless pursuit of perfection.
So the Bulls have lost only twice at Chicago Stadium to Golden State, and now the Los Angeles Lakers, 102-89 tonight. And our Budweiser player of the game is Sedale Threatt. Not only did he have these numbers, but he defensed Michael Jordan into a definitely subpar performance and had only 3 turnovers against that high-powered pressure defense of the Chicago Bulls. Be sure to stay with TNT as NBA action continues. The Friday 8 p.m. game, Lakers and Pistons. And game number 2, Blazers and Warriors. A big doubleheader on Friday night. For Doug Collins and our entire TNT crew, this is Bob Neal reminding you to stay tuned for Maximum Overdrive coming up next on TNT.